Hello, Monsters Abound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 2 of my Kemmler campaign. I'm so glad I can say Mortal Empires again. Because, of course, throughout my Celostra campaign, it wasn't Mortal Empires, it was Vortex campaign. So, I kept saying Mortal Empires because I'm so used to saying it now. It's like a catchphrase, but a shit one. So now I can say it without having to worry. So that's good. Last time we captured Karak Ziflin off the dwarves in... It was a fairly straightforward fight. It was just a case of grinding them down. And we did that and got some ranks for our Hex Rays there. They're now rank 3. That's good. That's going to give them some melee attack. Actually make them good. And the Khan Wraith there as well. That's all good stuff. And a lot of our Skeletons and Zombies took quite a bit of damage. So we're recruiting a few more. Just picking up a few more, but that should be fine. And we've also got Agent 47 over here, who's going to be our Necromancer agent in the field, stealing technology, assaulting people, hiding them in toilets, that kind of thing. Great stuff. Now, I think my next step is that we're going to hit Gisero and then Castle Artois, because we've already got some Vampiric Corruption in here, although it is dropping by 6% a turn, which is quite a bit. So I think what we need to do is get Agent 47 in here, because he is going to actually... Does he have a skill to increase Vampiric Corruption? No, but he does increase Vampiric Corruption just generally anyway, I believe. I don't think any of these skills give Vampiric Corruption. No, I don't think they do. No, it does get boost income though. It's only by 6% though. I mean, I guess it could be useful. Actually, what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to do notifications, and I'm going to turn off Heroes Not Moved, because what that does is it means that it will notify me if Agent 47 hasn't moved, but no other agent will I be notified. And I find the problem is I only remember to do this later on in the campaign, and by that point I've got agents frigging everywhere, and it would mean I'd have to go Hero Not Moved and then go around all my agents and click on the notification for the ones I actually want notifications for. And if I've got one like sat in a province that's making a lot of money, just boosting the income, I have to... what I would like is it was the other way around. Like, I could tick a tick box if it was like, don't notify me about this hero. I think that would be the better way around. Never mind, that's just me whinging. Okay.
Find me, Gravebound.
Well, we've found some Kemmler. Don't worry about that. We are recruiting some there. We've got murdered captives. That's +4 leadership. That's not too bad. Agent 47 can't move. We don't have enough money to recruit another one, but we do have one Blood Kiss there. So we've got one for killing a faction leader in battle. Of course, that was Rorik Granitson of Karak Ziflin. So he's now dead. And we get a Blood Kiss. Give him a lovely little smooch. Little blood smooch. So what vampire bloodline should I go for? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Oh. Small Skull Smashers are dead. I very rarely see them get completely destroyed, but there we go. They are now super dead. In some ways, that's actually good for me, because as long as it's ruins, it's not going to... No one's there to boost up the uncorruption or untainted in the region. So actually, that works in my favour. Although they were quite sort of, happy with me. So the fact that I've just lost a potential ally is, not so great. But on the other hand, I was probably going to kill him later anyway. So, swings and roundabouts. So we've got the Book of Arkan. Excellent. And we are going to get the Raise the Newly Dead. It's going to increase melee attack and melee defense for our base undead units. A single word boon spoken during the ritual harden the skin of corpse as they jerk back to life. Well, I mean, that is just ridden with innuendo, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll quickly skim over that one. And we are going to head back to Blackstone Pass. Let's keep boosting that public order just for a little while. What do they have? Okay, Chilfoy is there. Now, he is the leader of Gisero. I'm fairly sure he is anyway.
You think evading more is impressive? By the lady's will, I'll send you back to him myself.
I have this outrageous accent. Okay, they are recruiting units.
No.
And our units are fucking awful. So,
Do you need fresh troops?
Agent 47, I want you to steal technology. You've got a 56% chance of success. You've got a 4% chance of being wounded. And... calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. Okay. 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 Because I have it a lot of times when people are like, you weren't checking what the percentage chance of you getting your agent wounded was. You just sent him there without checking. I'm like, I do. You know what? I don't care most of the time because, I mean, it's got a 4% chance to critically fail. Of course he fucking critically fails. There's nothing I could do about that. 56% chance to succeed. Far more percent chance of him actually succeeding rather than brutally murdering him. I mean, okay, right, so
They will all pay.
that was a good start, wasn't it? Okay, let's get rid of the zombies.
Let us make doom.
Let's get, you know what, the fell bat, do I like fell bats? Yeah, we'll get some fell bats. We'll get some fell bats. In fact, we will have...
What?
I might save some money. I didn't actually click on the innuendo, ridden, raised, newly dead. I was so shocked by the fact that they want to harden corpses as they jerk back to life. So we'll not worry too much about that. We'll grab that. Okay, we're going to save some money because I do want some Black Knights. Because I think Black Knights are potentially going to turn the tide. Bloody Agent 47. I don't know. He had one bloody job, steal technology. What did he manage to do? I mean, did he lock himself in a toilet or something? Was he chucking bodies down a elevator shaft and accidentally fell down? I don't know. I had high hopes for Agent 47. I thought if I give him the name Agent 47, he's going to turn out to be an absolute bloody legend, isn't he? Well, his legend hasn't started particularly well, has it? He better up his game, because that was not a good start. Okay, so we've got to defile Ken. So, let's get... let's get... a White King. So we get Guns. He's got poison attacks, which is actually that would actually be quite useful, because not many units in the army of the vampire counts have poison attacks. The ghouls do, and the crypt horrors do. So actually having poison attacks is quite strong. Valtos von... I don't know, Tactician. Character aura leadership. I think that is quite nice. That would help us sort of hold together, wouldn't it? And it's increased. It's only 2, though. I think we're going to go for Hildebrand von Sinclair. Sinclair? We're going to get you, because I need someone to beat up. Okay, and let's beat up enemy heroes for me. And let's get the corpse cart. And we're going to get rid of you.
They will all pay.
And how much do these guys cost? 665. Okay, so we can get one next turn. Unless I wait 2 turns and then grab 2 of them. I think that's probably what I'll do. And then we can get you in the army. I mean, we are going to be against Bretonnians, and they do have a shit ton of knights, don't they? So maybe I keep the Skeleton Spearmen? I mean, they're not much worse than... What's the difference? They've got -3 melee attack, -2 weapon strength, and less charge bonus. So let's get rid of the bog standard skeletons. We'll get rid of one of them.
It is night.
That way you've got 3 slots. Okay, so we just need to wait 2 turns. Maybe I should have waited with Hildebrand, because he does cost 250 upkeep a turn, but oh well. I feel like with 2 knights in the army, we should be able to take out Artois then. Obviously, once we can get the upkeep reduction for the skeletons, that's going to be key. And I was hoping that Agent 47 would help with that by stealing some technology and boosting our technology rate. Unfortunately, didn't happen, did it? Didn't fucking happen. Bloody RNG. 4% chance. I'm going to be salty about that for ages. Okay.
Let us make doom.
Yes. We are actually going to have enough to get... Yeah, that's okay. So let's recruit one of you this turn. We can get another one next turn. That's all good. You're already rank 2, so that's fine.
You dishonor me.
Oh, you've got quite a lot of boys, haven't you?
Blight my soul.
You've got quite a lot of boys there. It's not great. I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be fine. I think, yeah, we'll be fine. He is still recruiting though, isn't he? Still recruiting. And I've got no doubt that we're going to be at war with the Empire fairly soon. Because I know what Carl's like. He likes to whittle in my pudding, doesn't he? The square-jawed prick. But that's fine. Once we've got our Black Knights, we'll be probably unstoppable. Remembering that Bretonnians do like to recruit their Spear and Halberd units, so that's quite a big army. That's not great. Okay, but we do have Raised Newly Dead, so that's increased our melee attack and melee defense for our skeletons. They now have 22 and 27 if they've got a couple of ranks.
Do you take me for a churl?
Which only makes them slightly worse than men-at-arms. Plus they don't run away, of course. So, swings and roundabouts. Okay, let's grab one of them. Let's remember to get Hildebrand in the army there. He's going to start... I probably should have done that a couple of turns ago because he's going to start training. Not that it's going to be a huge amount. The corpse cart, I feel, is going to help us a lot.
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
They do have quite a lot of archers.
Find me grave bound.
We can hunt them down with our knights. That's probably going to be okay. Okay, so we could get Bond of Flesh, which would reduce recruitment costs for Zombles, but Vigor loss reduction for Zombles, Skeleton Warriors, and Graveguard. That is quite nice. But I feel like we're going to go Bond of Bones. So speaking this dark magic mantra will bring forth yet more skeletal remains. Recruitment cost minus 10% for skeleton units. And then we can go down and grab probably distributed grave gifts. So that's going to give us armor. And then Defiler of the Ancient Barrows. That's going to give upkeep reduction. How long is Agent 847 going to be wounded for? 2 more turns?
I need more minions.
I don't do sick pay, you know.
Do you take me for a churl?
Okay, he's got 15, 7, plus the garrison.
Spread the rot.
It's a lot of units, isn't it? And I can't really afford another army. Mind you, if we can defeat them at Gisero, I reckon we've got a good chance. We'll have to play sneakily, cleverly, using our brain. We could be in a lot of trouble. On the plus side, if we do win that battle, at least there will be a big pile of dead people there to raise units from. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. This could be a very quick campaign. Okay. Okay.
You dishonor me.
12, 15 plus that. That's a big army. Could we maybe draw them in? Like if I go here and do channeling. Let's see
I am a lord of Bretonia.
if they want to come and have a go, because then at least we can do it without the garrison,
You dishonor me.
and I feel like that's probably going to be slightly more winnable. And plus we'll get more Winds of Magic, so that's a win. More Winds of Magic for Kemmler to use. We've only got 404 income at the moment, which isn't great, and Vampiric Corruption is dropping. Because Bretonia have settled bloody Grung's Int, and I bet Luon's there as well. No, but they do have buildings and commandments which are increasing it by... No, that's us. Wait, yes, characters 3. Osmosis 2. What the hell am I getting Osmosis from? What fresh new hell is this? Okay, fine. Fine. Let's end the turn and see if we can lure these Bretonian jerks into a fight. Because I need to expand quickly, otherwise I feel like I'm going to get overrun. Come on, Artois. Come on. Have they already had their go? Let's move along. Leonessi has been killed. Interesting. Here we go. Come on. Oh, you little shits. You little buggers. Okay. They don't like it. But we can recruit cavalry. Oh, well that... Okay, fine.
Your wish, master.
Okay, come on, Agent 47. 6% chance to be wounded.
Raise it to the ground.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, good job, Agent 47. If you want a job done, do it yourself.
Bring war.
Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? That looks fine. They've got a shit ton of archers, though. Yeah, we're going to have to be clever about how we deal with that, but I think it's going to be alright. Plus, they've got some, peasant mob who are literally worse than zombies. So this is going to be quite a big fight. And going to have to be quite clever about this, I think. But I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be alright. So the enemy army does have reinforcements coming in from the left over here. They've also got a big column of troops heading down to reinforce. We want to try and stop that if we can. Our cavalry is currently moving over the top of the hill. And we're now going to make ourselves known. As you can see, the enemy army starts to react to that, starts to pull back. But actually what it does, it creates an extra long line, which is not really what we want. Because what I want to do is try and lock down their melee units while we engage and mop up their bowmen. Because their bowmen are the real threat here. So we've got 2 units of Black Knights, we've got the Hex Wraiths and some Dire Wolves. And you can see the archers already opening fire and yeah, starting to plink away at our units. That's less than ideal. Because we do have Hildenbrand von Sinclair, our White King. And he's going to be killing the enemy generals for us. Just going to heal up our skeletons while they just soak up some of that missile fire. And we're moving our Khan Wraiths around near this hamlet over here where we defeated that garrison last time. And they're just sort of scouting around. Their archers are sort of trying to position themselves. We've got the direwolves who I'm trying to use as almost like sheepdog to keep trying to herd the peasant bowmen into moving around rather than firing at me while I sort of push them in this direction. So our skeletons are going to advance and charge. Here comes one of the enemy generals, a lord. And there's another one over there, that's their general. So, is this their faction leader? I can't remember who we're actually fighting. Okay, so our knights have been moving around. We've managed to lock down this this infantry units over here with skeletons and Khan Wraiths. We've got the Black Knights, the direwolves coming in and munching on those peasant bowmen. That's fantastic. We managed to catch 3 of the units there, and there's another 2 here which the Hex Wraiths are going to advance into. Skeleton Warrior unit over here is fighting the Lord, and Krell and Hildenbrand are fighting I think this is their faction leader. So if we can kill him, all the better. So they're going to double team him and finish him off. And over on the left flank, we sort of just pinned them down. They've still got quite a few peasant bowmen over there doing a lot of damage. The Black Knights have charged in, dealt with 1 unit of bowmen, while the direwolves are chasing off 2 more. And the Hex Wraiths have been engaged by the mounted yeomen, but they shouldn't be too difficult to deal with, I don't think. They should be losing that. And now we're going to get a nice little charge off on the rear of this unit. Lovely stuff. That's going right in the back there. Right in the heel. And these guys are completely surrounded and sort of cut off. And now we've got some more Black Knights coming in the back of here. There's some men at arms, but these peasant mob have been broken and running. The direwolves have finished off the peasant bowmen. We need to move those around these unit of men at arms and bring them round back behind here where they've got yet more units of peasant bowmen. Having dealt with 1 lord, that's 1 lord running away. We're now going to deal with this lord who, actually maybe this is their faction leader. I literally can't remember. This guy's got kind of a... Oh, who cares? Just kill them both. So, both of our White Kings weighing away on their lord, cutting him down very, very quickly. There we go, that's good stuff. Meanwhile, our cavalry is doing fantastic work by just rear charging these enemy units, these men at arms, breaking and running. And over here, this blob is significantly weakened. Although our Black Knight's taking a lot of damage, we're going to try and pull them out. But I think they've all broken. Are they terrorized? They're terrified, yeah. So that's going to cause them a lot of trouble because they're completely surrounded. So we're going to get lots of free hits off on them. So lots of damage there. Excellent stuff. How many kills are we getting? These guys have got 124 kills. The Hex Wraiths are kind of locked in combat with these men at arms, and we're kind of spread out a lot, so we've moved to yet another unit of Black Knights in to try and free them up. The direwolves have been munching on yet more peasant bowmen. They really do excel at just munching through those peasant bowmen, just eating them very, very quickly. A very quick unit, very easy to nip through between the enemy lines and just finish off those peasant bowmen. Meanwhile, Krell is currently chasing who I think is the enemy general, certainly. I think he's the enemy faction leader as well. It's difficult to tell with all the blood all over his face. Get him, Krell. I know the walking is very, it's very sinister, but maybe just a light jog, maybe? That's it. Get your axe in there. I think that Krell's probably got this. Come on, Krell. Finish. Krell, where are you going? Krell. Krell, that's it. Get him. Come on, Krell. Finish him off. Come on, Krell. He's running away. Come on. Oh, come on, Krell. He's not that... Okay, he's slightly faster than you. Come on, Krell. Get him. He's coming back to the fight. Bravely at 96 health. Stupidly at 96 health, he went back to the fight and ended up very, very dead. With his death, his army is going to take a bit of a morale shock. As you can see, the right of the Bretonnian line has completely crumbled and we've cut down every single peasant over there. The Hex Wraiths are taking a bit of damage. They are crumbling. But the direwolves have come in to assist. The direwolves, there were 208 kills. Oh, that's pretty good. pretty good. The Hex Race now, they're cheered up. Now they've got some doggy friends, they're now no longer crumbling away. And the rest of the army is... Did Kemmler just kick someone in the face? Interesting fact, when Kemmler runs, his legs kind of go through his skirt. He's not wearing anything below there. That's the truly shocking thing. So here comes the rest of our army, moving up the line. The Khan race moving around behind. Bretonnian peasants having lost both their lords, going to decide to run away. And unfortunately, we don't really have much to stop them over here. Just Krell himself. And most of the Bretonnians are actually going to get away. That almost made it look like I knew what I was doing. Jesus. That's pretty good. So most of their reinforcements got away, but Chilfoy and the garrison completely crushed. So we're going to occupy Gisaro. We've got another treasurer, apparently. We just keep racking them up. And a grave digger. And really no dead pile at Gisaro? That seems brutally unfair. Oh well. Heinrich. Immortal Challenger does sound quite nice. But again, Master of the Dead. That replenishment. Yes. Let's get that. Let's get that. And Hildebrand von Sinclair, who I'm going to have to give a better name to. Let's give you Blade Master. Because that's going to up your rather pitiful melee attack. Actually make it good. Good. Excellent. Public order here is not great. We could upgrade the Corrupted Village, which I think is probably quite sensible. I might knock that down. No, I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there. If we lose Karak Ziflin, it's not the end of the world. Vampiric Corruption is still dropping here, because we really need to take Castle Artois. We do have a charnel pit, which... Do I want a charnel pit here, or do I want to get rid of it? Do I want to get rid of it? What could we get instead? We could get hunting grounds. Give us a little bit of extra cash. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad option. A sinister... I mean, direwolves would actually be quite useful, considering just how many archers they tend to bring. So actually, you know what? I'm going to knock that down, because I don't feel like growth is going to be imminently that useful. Until we take Castle Artois, I don't think it's worth getting growth here. Because I feel like we could lose Gisaro at any time. And frankly, I'm not really that bothered. Regiments of Renowned. So there's the Sylvanian Handgunners and Crossbowmen if we go the von Carstein route. And our first Regiment of Renowned is the Koningstein Stalkers at level 10. Then the Direpack at level 13. The Tithe at level 13. And the Feast in the Dark at level 16. I mean, so far, I feel like the army is working pretty well. Big blob of skeletons to hold the enemy in position, and then we've got the Hex Race and of course the Black Knights and all that kind of good stuff to do the damage. The Hex Race already at rank 4. That's pretty good. So they've now got 26 melee attack, which is quite nice because their charge bonus isn't that great, to be honest. Mostly they're just quite a tanky cavalry unit. Tanky armor piercing, but again their weapon strength isn't actually that high. Now the Black Knights are okay early cavalry, but they won't stand up against Bretonnian Knights by any stretch of the imagination. But we did get another Blood Kiss, so we've now got 2. And we only need 3 to spend on our first Bloodline. So let me know what Bloodline you think I should go for. And I'll probably ignore you and go for Necrachs, but there we go. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I should really see if I can make friends with Skarsnik. See if we can do that. And I don't imagine Ulthuan are going to like us very much, and if we take the whole of Bretonnia, we're going to be right, well, theoretically right next to them. You are going to run away. Okay. You are now Castle Artois, which does... I have to see what kind of garrison they've got there. Oh, hello. Foolish vainglory. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past and managing the realm. They say you are a fool. We'll see who is the fool. It's going to give us more leadership, or perhaps a more humble approach. I don't think Kemmler would be particularly humble. We'll see who the fool is.
What?
And then build a big statue to himself.
Do you
A
take me
naked
for
one.
Charles? I am a lord of Bretonnia. Never.
Okay, Castle Artois doesn't have a very
You
big
dishonor me.
garrison.
Ready.
So we could do that. I feel like I need at least... Well,
I must keep my holy vow. No.
okay, so we've got an option here. We could potentially,
I will not blight my soul.
Grave.
and this is quite ballsy, but we could actually attack
I am a lord of
Tulas
Bretonnia.
here.
Never. You dishonor me.
And Edward, which is a stupid way of spelling Edward, and the garrison will probably come out and reinforce. And I can probably
Do you take
take
me
them.
for Charles?
Our units have suffered a little bit of damage, but actually I think we can
I will
probably
not
do
blight
that.
my soul.
And it won't give them time to re-recruit units. It won't give
I
them
must
time
keep
to
my
heal
holy
up.
vow. No. I am a lord of Bretonnia.
So I think
Never.
that's what we're going to do.
Kill them. Raise them.
Oh, you little shit, you ran away.
Bring
Okay, what we can do is lay siege. So if we lay siege, what I'm hoping is that he will decide to come back and fight. I could get rid of these skeleton warriors and get a fresh unit in its place. Let's do that.
destroy them.
Let's do that. Okay. This is quite a ballsy move because we've only got 5 turns before Castle Artois rebels, but in 3 turns we'll have 2 siege towers. And if he decides to come and attack us,
You dishonor me.
I reckon we can take him. He can't recruit any more units now because they've only got 1 settlement, right? Let's just double check that. Yes, they've only got 1 settlement, which means they can't recruit any more units. So this is all they're going to have. So the 2 options are to let us siege them, which we should be able to win, or they come and sally out and attack us, in which case we should be able to win. So it's just a matter of time, and Castle Artois should be ours. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.